What if football success is not the final destination, but only the starting point of a much bigger financial journey? And what if the real transformation happens after the stadium lights turn off, when players start turning fame into long-term wealth systems that can last for decades? Modern football has changed completely. Players are no longer just athletes. They are global brands, investors, and business builders who know how money grows beyond the pitch. In this video, we will dive into how football stars turn fame into long-term wealth, and how the smartest players build financial systems that continue even after retirement. Let's dive in. 1. From football salary to global wealth system. Most people believe football players become wealthy only through salaries and match bonuses, but that is just a starting layer. The real financial transformation begins when athletes learn how to convert short career earnings into long-term wealth systems that continue for decades. A football career is extremely short compared to other professions, and peak earnings usually last only a limited number of years before retirement. Because of this, modern players now focus heavily on financial planning from an early stage. They work with advisors, accountants, and legal experts to structure income in a way that reduces risk and increases long-term growth. Instead of depending on a single income source, they spread money across investments, business ventures, and structure financial instruments. This approach helps them maintain financial stability even after their playing career ends. It also protects them from sudden income loss after retirement. The result is a complete shift from being just high-earning athletes to becoming long-term financial planners who think far beyond football. 2. Image rights and personal brand value. Image rights are one of the most powerful tools in modern football wealth building. This system allows players to separate their personal identity from their club's salary and treat their name, face, and reputation as a commercial asset. Instead of earning only from football matches, players earn through global branding, endorsements, and licensing agreements connected to their image. To manage this effectively, many top athletes use dedicated companies that handle all commercial rights. This structure allows better control over income, contracts, and long-term brand positioning. It also creates more efficient financial management by organizing earnings through business frameworks instead of direct personal income. Another major advantage is long-term stability. Even after retirement, image rights continue generating income through lifetime deals with global brands. These partnerships often extend for many years and keep the player financially active even when they are no longer playing professionally. Over time, this transforms a footballer into a permanent global brand with continuous earning potential beyond their playing career. 3. Private equity and startup investments. Modern football stars are no longer limited to sports-related income. Many of them now invest in private equity and startup companies to build long-term financial growth. Instead of only promoting brands, they actively become part owners in businesses that operate in technology, digital platforms, and emerging industries. This shift allows players to earn from business expansion rather than fixed endorsement fees. Some athletes invest individually, while others join structured investment groups that provide access to early-stage companies with high growth potential. These opportunities often include sectors like artificial intelligence, fintech, and global digital marketplaces. The key advantage of this strategy is exponential growth. While football salaries remain fixed and time-limited, investments can grow significantly over time and continue generating returns for decades. This transforms athletes from short-term earners into long-term investors. Over time, these investments become a major part of their total wealth portfolio, giving them financial independence beyond football and allowing them to build generational wealth through business ownership and equity growth. 4. Real estate as long-term stability. Real estate plays a major role in long-term wealth building for football stars. Many players invest heavily in property during their peak earning years because it provides stability, security, and predictable income after retirement. These investments often include luxury homes, rental apartments, and commercial buildings across different global markets. The main advantage of real estate is consistent cash flow. Even when football income stops, rental properties continue generating monthly income. This makes it one of the safest financial foundations for retired athletes. It also protects wealth from market instability and inflation risks. To manage this efficiently, many players use company structures that allow better tax planning and professional management of properties. This ensures smoother income distribution and long-term asset protection. Over time, real estate becomes a financial backbone that supports their lifestyle after retirement. It also provides a stable foundation that balances higher-risk investments in other sectors, making it a key pillar in their overall wealth strategy. 5. Sports ownership and franchise control. Another advanced level of wealth building for football stars is sports ownership. Instead of only playing the game, some athletes invest in football clubs, sports franchises, or entertainment organizations. This allows them to move from participants in the industry to decision makers and owners within it. Ownership provides access to long-term revenue sources, such as broadcasting rights, sponsorship deals, ticket sales, and global brand expansion. As sports continue to grow commercially, the value of these assets increases significantly over time. Many players invest in minority stakes in major clubs or become founding owners of new teams in emerging markets. This gives them exposure to long-term appreciation in club valuation and global sports business expansion. This strategy is powerful because it connects their identity to the future growth of sports itself. Instead of depending only on playing contracts, they earn from the entire ecosystem of football and sports entertainment, creating long-term financial influence and generational wealth opportunities. 6. Family offices and wealth protection systems. As footballers accumulate large amounts of wealth, many of them establish private financial management structures known as family offices. These teams are responsible for managing investments, legal matters, taxes, and long-term financial planning. The primary purpose of a family office is protection. High-income athletes are often exposed to risky deals, poor financial advice, and unsustainable spending habits. A structured system helps prevent financial losses and ensures disciplined decision-making. Family offices divide wealth into different categories, such as secure reserves, long-term investments, and high-growth portfolios. This allows balanced financial planning that supports both safety and expansion. They also perform strict due diligence before any investment decision is made. This reduces risk and ensures that capital is allocated wisely. Over time, this structure transforms athlete earnings into professionally managed financial ecosystems. It ensures that wealth is preserved across generations and not just during a short playing career. 7. The modern athlete wealth model. Modern football stars no longer rely on a single source of income. Instead, their wealth is built through multiple interconnected systems that work together to create long-term financial stability. Their salary provides a foundation. Image rights create brand income. Investments generate growth. Real estate adds security. Ownership in clubs or businesses brings long-term influence. Each layer supports the other, forming a complete financial ecosystem that continues even after retirement. This structure allows players to maintain income streams without active participation in football. The key difference in today's generation is financial awareness. Players now think like business portfolios rather than individual earners. They focus on long-term planning instead of short-term spending. This shift has completely changed the nature of athlete wealth. Football is no longer just a career. It is the entry point into a much larger financial system that continues to grow long after the final match. 8. Why fame is the real asset. In modern football, fame has become more valuable than salary. While salaries end with retirement, fame continues to generate opportunities for life. This is why top players focus heavily on building identity, influence, and long-term brand value during their careers. Football creates global attention, but attention alone is not enough. The real success comes from converting that attention into structured financial systems that continue working even after retirement. The smartest athletes understand this early. They use their playing career as a foundation to build businesses, investments, and ownership structures that secure their future. This is the key difference between short-term success and long-term wealth creation. One ends with retirement, while the other continues for generations. In the end, football gives fame, but financial intelligence turns that fame into lasting wealth, influence, and legacy that extends far beyond the pitch. And that is how football stars turn fame into long-term wealth. What looks like a sports career is actually a carefully built financial system powered by branding, investments, real estate, and ownership structures that continue long after retirement. Modern players are no longer just athletes. They are global business creators who understand how to convert attention into long-term financial freedom and generational wealth. The real lesson is simple. Football gives fame, but smart decisions turn that fame into lasting wealth that can continue for decades and even generations. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more deep insights into sports, business, and success systems. Thanks for watching.